Hello, Shadowcat back with more Star Trek Online, and last time we ended a war. Yes, we took the fight directly to the Vaadwaur, and well, I can't say they exactly weren't expecting it, they just had no way to prepare for it. We literally got every single race in the Delta Quadrant together to kick their ass. And we did. Thoroughly. We took it all the way back to their homeworld. We invaded their homeworld. And we killed all their leaders. Or most of their leaders, I guess. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how many are left. If any of their leadership. Or if any of the Vaadwaur, for that matter. I don't know. Either way, they're not our problem anymore. I am so done with the Vaadwaur. Whatever's left of the Vaadwaur, I'm going to leave them to the Delta Quadrant. I don't care anymore. I really don't. I had to do this because we had to pay for the new ship. We did that. We're done. It's over. But it's not entirely over yet. Because we're being called to look at the artifact that we found. Now, normally, I would simply ignore this, like I ignore most of their requests, and just go do something else. But my future self was telling me to look out for things like this, and so I have to admit, I'm a little bit curious. So, why don't we review the latest missive we got from Command, and then we'll go and see it, right? Right, let's take a look.
Admiral Tuvok and Captain Kim are leading the analysis of the artifact you found on Vaadwaur Prime. I knew you'd want to be there for the great reveal, so I've arranged for you and your crew to be part of the team. Rendezvous with Voyager to get started.
Alright, sounds good to me then. Looking at the kit module out of it, so that's great. I like that. So we have to go to the Nal Shaddaa system? Where is that? Bring up the map. Thank you. Oh, it's not even that far from here. It's just a quick warp. Alright, Tovin, in that case, go ahead, lay in a course, and take us there. Sir, we've arrived at the Nal Shaddaa system. Voyager sends Admiral Tuvok's regards and says they're ready for you as soon as we've moved into transport range. Alright, well in that case, Tovin, move us into transport range. I want to see what kind of treasure we got. I think we can tell all of our fighters, pilots to stand down. I don't think they're going to be needed here. This should be a pretty safe place. In fact, the Delta Quadrant should be a pretty safe place at this point. Alright, we're in range. Ready to transport you to Voyager as soon as you're ready. Sounds good to me. Take me over. Transport complete. Admiral Tuvok has arranged to greet you in the transporter room. He wishes to speak with you about the device we recovered from Gaul. I mean, I appreciate the notification, but he is literally right here. It's a little awkward. Okay. Hello, Tuvok. This is like gonna be the last time we meet, right? After this, we're going our different ways?
Welcome back to Voyager. We were about to begin studying the device you recovered from Gaul's communication center. Since you have spearheaded much of our efforts here, I would like you to take the lead once again. Captain Kim and 7 of 9 are at your disposal. Talk with them if you need more help deciphering the device. When you finish your analysis, return to me for further orders. I will be here in the transporter room to see you off.
Sounds fantastic. I mean, I am still an engineer at heart. I haven't given that up yet. So a chance to tinker with something? Sounds great. Alright. Computer. Engineering. Now, where am I going? Nope. This way. This way? Oh, yeah, there it is. Cool. They've got it all locked up tight. Yeah, look at that thing. That is definitely Iconian. Future me told me about this stuff. That is so Iconian. What do you think?
Glad you're here. We transported the device to engineering here so we could run all the scans and tests we could think of. The first thing we need to do is determine how it's communicating. We can't find any normal transmissions from it, but we're hoping you have some new ideas to bring to the table.
Did you check subspace? Because I'll guarantee that it works through subspace. Alright, so it must transmit a signal of some sort. None of the normal detection modes seem to give any feedback. We decide to investigate some of the more exotic transmission forms. So, let's scan for subspace fields. The Vaadwaur are the self-proclaimed masters of underspace, a form of subspace in the Delta Quadrant, so you hypothesize the device may be used to communicate directly to subspace. We picked up a faint resonance. The device does appear to be designed to communicate with similar devices located in subspace. Well, yeah. Of course, we've been going through subspace since we met the Alachi. In fact, we even transited subspace on foot.
The device communicates with subspace. We should have guessed that. Now comes the hard part. We need to access the device's memory core. The engineering team here on Voyager is good, and I've heard your team is top-notch, but it might take more time than we have for either team to make a full analysis. We should have both teams give you their opinions on the device. If we work together, hopefully we can make a breakthrough. You'll need to set switches on the device until we get solid readings. We'll be able to tell if switches are in the correct position, but not which switches. Good luck.
Okay, I can do this. So just whack at the switches until we get it, right? Alright, so it looks like there's 3 primary switches that we need to use. They're all currently off. So if I wanted to get them all on, which I do think that I want to get them all on, the best way to do that would be to switch this one on. Let's see. That one's on. What about this one? No? Okay, they're all on. Alright, evaluate that.
The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are in the correct mode. Unfortunately, we don't know which 2 switches. Set them again and we'll redo our analysis.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. So let's turn this one off.
The engineers tell me there is only 1 switch in the correct orientation. Unfortunately, we can't determine which switch it is.
Okay, well, it's not that one then. So let's turn that one back on. Let's turn number 2 off.
Sir, I've consulted with both the engineers here on Voyager and your chief engineer. I am seeing green across the board. All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have access to the primary memory core of the device. Unfortunately, we're only halfway there. Now we need to access the secondary memory core to get full access to the data we need.
Alright, well, I got access to the primary, so I can do this. Same concept? We're just flipping switches? Yep, we're just flipping switches. Alright, so let's turn them all on and see what this does.
The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are in the correct mode.
Okay, 2 of them are in the right place. I'm going to turn 3 off again.
Looks like you did it again. All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have full access to the memory core of the device. 7 of 9 should be of assistance in accessing the memory banks of that device. She's in astrometrics, attempting to get a fix on the location of who, or what, is receiving these transmissions.
Oh, okay. I didn't figure I'd be doing that, but sure, I guess. Okay, then go ahead and send it. Bye-bye. Alright, so let's go meet 7 in astrometrics. I mean, I guess if we're going to try and find out where the signal is going, that's the way to do it. Now, which way is astrometrics? This way? I don't know. This door is locked. So is this. Okay, hold on a second. It must be on a different deck. What if I just tell the computer where to go? Oh no, astrometrics is right here. Hello, Seven.
We have access to the databanks of the device. Very efficient work. From the data we have received so far, we will be able to pinpoint the exact transmission coordinates. However, it is possible that doing so may alert whomever is on the other end that we have reverse-engineered their technology. There are 3 likely ways to get at the information. I suggest further analysis to determine the best course of action.
Okay, well, let's do everything we can to not reveal ourselves. Excuse me. I'm gonna share this console with you. So we have root access now. All we gotta do is figure out from the memory where the transmission's being sent. So if we brute force it, we're pretty much guaranteed to let somebody know. Not to mention that, in my experience, brute force rarely gets you what you want. An encrypted query is possible. Multi-vectored, well, if you keep poking at something multiple times, it's pretty much guaranteed to let them know. I think encrypted is going to be the way to go. But Seven, what do you think? So taking time to probe the defenses of the device, you determine that if you attempt to brute force, the security protocols will likely trip. Obviously. An encrypted query will give us a better than average chance of getting the information we need, and a multi-vectored will most likely alert the recipient to your actions here today. So yeah, I was right. We're going to go with an encrypted query. Something subtle, sly, like a knife. So using a high-level encryption, you delve into the database. This seems to have done the trick. No unusual activity is detected, and you have a location in real space where we can enter subspace near the transmission location, the Null Shadon system, which is where we are. Now that we have the location of the transmission's destination point, we should speak to Tuvok. Okay. Excuse me, Seven. Good job. Alright, well I guess we're not going that far. We're in the Null Shadon system. Alright, computer. Transporter room. Tuvok. Fortunately for us, we're right where we need to be.
Fascinating. Excellent work. With this location, we may be able to finally reveal who gave the Vaadwaur their advanced technology, and why the neural parasites appeared again in this time and place. Commander Jarok of the Romulan Republic has requested to join you on this operation. Her own analysis of the device has shown that the Romulans have had some contact with the creators of this device, a race known as the Ilachi. She will meet you in subspace at the given coordinates.
Oh, we're going back to see the Ilachi. Okay.
Finally, Voyager's emergency medical hologram, the Doctor, will be assigned to your crew. His knowledge of the Delta Quadrant races may prove invaluable. He's not much of a combatant, but should prove useful.
That's fine. He also can't be neural parasited. You ready, Doctor?
Hello again.
Hello. That was short. Okay. Please send me back to my ship. And we'll see you there. Ready to beam you back to the ship. Yep, take me home. We've successfully transitioned to subspace. The Lisette should be arriving any moment. Looks like Gaul's communications were going to an Ilachi outpost station. It's still active, picking up several Ilachi ships in the area. Alright, let's go to Yellow Alert. Let's launch all fighters. Get as many fighters out there as we can.
This is Commander Jirok of the RRW Lisette. When we learned that the Ilachi were involved, I requested to shadow you on this mission.
That's fair. Welcome to the fight.
I know you have experience dealing with the Ilachi, and I thought you'd want some extra firepower.
Absolutely. But trust me, we got this.
All right, we'll follow your lead here. We're seeing 3 patrol groups. Recommend we eliminate them before we board the station.
Yep, alright, use the puppet system, get everyone tied in with the main computer.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Tovin, give us full ahead. Unicorn, give me a targeting solution. So, just a frigate? We can handle this. Fighters are engaging. You may fire at will. After fighting the Vaadwaur, the Ilachi are kind of a disappointment. That's it for those. Oh, that's right, I forgot. The Ilachi are a fan of using fighters themselves. Alright. Open fire. I don't want to have to break my stride. I am going to allocate a little bit more power to the weapons, though. This will be pulling some of the power out of engines, but I'm not too worried about it. We did leave one behind. All fighters, move behind us, take out that frigate. Thank you. It's good to be the captain. Alright, they have an escort up here. Show him the error of his ways. They're targeting us. I think we're out of range, though, their main cannon.
Target's shields have failed.
Yeah, we're out of range of the main cannon. Clean it up.
It's odd that Gaul was contacting the Ilachi. They don't exactly play well with others. Another Ilachi ship is here to defend the outpost.
Where? I don't see it. It's on the other side of the station. Bring us around. We just need to get eyes on it. I need visual confirmation before we can send in the fighters. Where is it? We gotta get out from under the shadow of this. We see it. A Munbosh battleship. We can handle this. Reasserting puppet mode. All fighters, engage.
Ship is under attack.
Lisette, if you don't get in there soon, they're gonna have all the fun without you. Oh, that's right, I forgot, they teleport. It's a good trick, just not good enough. So let's mop up what's left. Good job, all pilots return to hangars. Tovin, bring us back in closer to the station. Operations, what's our status? So, ready to transport to the station as soon as we're ready. I think we're ready. So who are we bringing with us? Tovin, you're staying here. I think that we're going to bring... Unicorn, I want you up first. After that, you're going to be our tactical. We're going to need somebody science-y. Hot Potato, you can come too. For an engineer, Starla, you're fine. And we're also going to need somebody more tactically, I think, for this mission. Somebody with heavy weapons. Ray, you can come as well. Alright, that should be our team. Let's go.
Good. You found the breathing apparatus. That should take care of that nasty cough.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not the first time we've been in an Alachi environment. Guess you don't need one, do ya? Alright. Pretty simple mission. All we gotta do is come in and kick ass.
We've arrived at the outpost station, sir. And the doctor's offered to accompany the away team to offer his extensive knowledge of the Delta Quadrant. In addition, Commander Jirok is taking an away team from the Lisette to another part of the facility. She wants to speak with you before we begin.
I was thinking we should split up and cover as much of the facility as we can, unless you have a better idea.
I think we can handle ourselves. You should too. It's just the Alachi.
This is obviously an Alachi facility. What I know about them comes from the Romulan Republic's databases, but I should be able to learn more as we examine this location. The air here is suitable for the Alachi, which means that you may find breathing difficult. I, of course, do not have that problem. If you have an environmental suit, or even some sort of rebreather, you will be fine. If you don't, keep an eye out for something that could help filter out the toxins.
It's fine. We've got EV suits. Okay. Everyone, weapons out. These are Alachi. They will not hesitate to shoot first. Also, Unicorn, looking good with that Vaadwaur pistol. Put it to good use. Ready? Let's go. That thing looks weird. Never seen one of those before.
These are Solanae tables. I've read the Enterprise news reports about...
Hello. See, they're not that tough. Even Jirok and her flunkies can take care of this. I mean, they're not that tough, but we still want to take them seriously. That's why we brought the heavy weapons. Ooh, parts. Now, what were they doing here?
These are definitely Solanae tables. The Solanae kidnap victims through subspace for their brutal experiments. If they are somehow connected to the Alachi and the Vaadwaur, this is beginning to make more sense. If I had to guess, there must be a stasis room nearby. We should find it and rescue anyone in there who can still be saved.
Pretty sure the Solanae and the Alachi are the same people. Pretty sure that it's the Alachi that have been doing it. Pretty sure they've been doing the kidnapping. Pretty sure they've been doing the vivisections. And pretty much everything else that's been done in here. And there is... Wait, is that the... I think that's the captain. She's having fun playing with robot spiders. That's fine. Also, put the tribbles away. We're on an important away mission. More of those globes. Okay. What's through door number 3? Hello, inspectors. Yeah, you guys didn't come prepared for this, did ya? As a matter of fact, let's see. Button. I had a drone. I don't know where my drone went. Oh well. Not like we really needed it. There's nothing in here I see that's of much interest. Let's see. Door number 4.
It looks as if they are converting their captives into more Alachi. If my readings are correct, there are several individuals here who have only just begun the conversion process. We can save them if we beam them back to your ship.
Sounds good to me. Alright, I see Alachi over there. Let's make their day a miserable one. Remember, this is your fault, not mine. Hot potato, get in there. Toast them. It's like their robot spiders can do the same thing. Oh, and be careful. Why did I lose readings on Unicorn? Okay, setting up a bunker. Oh, these guys are good at breaking generators. Okay, that was an emergency beam back. I feel like we may have actually underestimated the Alachi. Alright, this time we go in, we do this by the numbers. Obviously they learned somewhere how to fight. Alright, setting up the bunker. Stay close to the bunker. Now, let's draw them in. Oh, wait. Was that all of them? Oh, I guess that was all of them. Alright, let's save who we can. This one looks Talaxian.
Transport this Talaxian directly to sickbay.
That was a Talaxian. Looks like a Romulan.
We're transporting you to a Romulan ship in orbit. You're going to be fine.
This one looks Cabali. I think. Maybe Hazari?
Ah, a Hazari. Stay calm. We'll get you the medical attention you need.
Okay, well, I think they noticed and I think they're unhappy. But if they're converting people into Ilachi, that must mean that they work on a similar basis to the Cabali. They don't actually reproduce, they just steal from other races. Except the Cabali take the dead and these guys take the living. Knock knock, wake up time.
This is no way for a proud Klingon warrior to go out. We'll patch him up immediately.
No need to be so dramatic, Doctor. Keep an eye out for more Ilachi. What do we got over here? Looks kind of Romulan.
You'll be back on duty before you know it. One to beam up.
This one looks empty.
A Kazon? Even the Borg won't assimilate a Kazon.
He looks invisible. He's an invisible Kazon. The Borg would assimilate an invisible Kazon. You know, if they could find it. He looks kind of... I'm not sure. Doctor?
Everything will be fine, Mr. Teray. We'll beam you directly to sickbay.
Ah, he was a Teray.
The Solanae are definitely involved. I believe I have everything I need from this area. We need to keep moving if we hope to meet up with Commander Jarok.
Trust me, we're moving.
The door is unlocked now. We should keep going.
Doctor, I'm gonna leave you behind if you keep it up. Okay? Come on, double time. It was fun seeing the Alachi again, but you know what? The swelling's gone down. It's no longer as swell. I've about reached my limit, and I want to go home now. Oh, more of them. Hold on, I'm setting up the bunker. Alright, the bunker is in place. Stay close. Get out of here and stop picking on my generators. Stop picking on my generators. They're my machines, and you won't hurt them. Alright, it looks like we can get through this other door now. They got duranium ore just laying around? Why? Everyone keeping up? Good. This door does open, doesn't it? I mean, I thought it would.
This is odd. You sound like you're in a Solanae lab, but we're in some place that looks like a prison. In fact, I'd say that's exactly what it is. And they've just had a breakout. Whoever it was, they used our arrival as the distraction they needed to make their move. I'll keep looking for more information, but I hope the escapees are friendly.
I guess we'll find out, right?
A prison break? Maybe I should go back to the ship.
Doctor, you'll be fine. You're a hologram. Not to mention, don't you have backups even if they were to hit your mobile emitter? You're basically immortal.
Neural parasites. This must be where the Vaadwaur were implanted with those mind-controlling bugs.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, we should definitely set fire to literally everything in here. Let me see if I can access anything.
Neural parasites. Just as I suspected. Did you know that several Starfleet officers were infected by these in the mid-2360s? The Enterprise logs from that era are fascinating reading if you ever have a few dozen hours to spare.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Sounds like wonderful bedtime material.
If Gaul and the infected Vaadwaur were communicating with this station, it stands to reason that this may be the facility where the bluegill implantation takes place. We should definitely investigate further. If we can find the implantation room, then I should be able to analyze their equipment and gather more information.
Equipment?
Believe it. The empirical evidence is right in front of me, but I'm actually having difficulty processing this information.
What?
This tech, this whole facility, it's Iconian. There are variations on the norm, of course, because of the Solanae and Alachi influence, but I see distinct signs of their presence throughout the facility.
What? Iconians? Yeah, that's weird.
The Iconians, as we know them, rarely reveal themselves. The only known interaction with an Iconian in modern history took place on Kronos, when... Wait, you were there! I don't need to explain that situation again. As I was saying, the Iconians don't like to act directly. They use servitor races, like the Alachi and the Solanae, to cause chaos in their name. And the neural parasites, they've bioengineered. Rather like the founders created the Jem'Hadar, but sophisticated enough to control another species, and with much less free will. The parasites are a weapon.
Now see, that is interesting. So they can literally weaponize an entire race.
When Voyager revived the Vaadwaur, their technology was outdated compared to what other powers in the Delta Quadrant had at that time. Even the Kazon outdid them. But now, Vaadwaur technology is cutting edge. The only way they could have advanced so far, so fast, was by allying themselves with someone else. With the Iconians. The Vaadwaur got their tech upgrades from them, but they also got the neural parasites.
Fascinating.
The parasites gave the Vaadwaur power, but they gave the Iconians control. They were ultimately the ones pulling the strings. This entire war has been against an enemy we didn't even see.
That is fascinating. However, the Vaadwaur are gone now, so they've lost their biggest weapon, right? I don't know. I guess we'll find out more. I still say we should set fire to this entire building, though. Or, you know what? Just a few photon torpedoes. A few plasma torpedoes. That's parasites! Parasites! Okay, well, the mines took care of that. Who opened that? Oh god. If the parasites are loose, what about Jurok? We've got to get to the other team. Kill the bugs, kill the bugs. And here's more of them. Keep them at bay. Setting up a bunker.
I've taken some quick readings of those Elachi. They're showing signs of the same energy signatures as the parasite-enhanced Vaadwaur, but they're fluctuating. The Elachi will be phasing in and out of invulnerability. We can beat them. We just have to pick the right moment.
Okay. Or just keep pounding on them and it won't matter. As soon as they phase in, they'll die. Okay. And what's this over here? The implantation devices.
This is more like a factory than a laboratory.
It basically is. Oh, he disappeared. I hate that they can do that.
Some of this technology is ancient, but it's quite advanced.
What, you carbon date it? Oh yeah, and there's more of them over here. They must have just been bringing people in here en masse.
These parasites aren't a natural species at all. They look engineered.
Doctor, you just said they were. Okay. Alright, we've got to get back to Jurok before her and her entire team get turned into parasite people. Oh. They're waiting. Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and set up a bunker now. Putting up a shield. Let them have it. If they're shielded, they're immune. Keep up the pressure on the ones that aren't shielded. You get out of here. Don't even think about it. I'm gonna whack you. I mean, I warned you. Screw your shield. I'll beat through the shield. I've warned you.
Up with the escapees, and they might be from the Alpha Quadrant. We found a dead Romulan in prisoner garb. He was part of the breakout, but I don't know if he was part of the Republic or loyal to the Tal Shiar. Keep an eye out. The prisoners are headed in your direction.
Maybe we should avoid any potential contact with the prisoner? I think I've seen enough combat for today.
Then you picked the wrong away team, Doctor. Suck it up. Tal Shiar or Republic doesn't matter. If it's a Romulan, we get him out of here. Anything in this room? That looks like a big control room. Come on, let's take a look.
I knew my people would search for their Empress. Has the Republic finally realized you need me?
Hi, Sela. We haven't, actually. For the time being, however, would you like to remain an Empress? You better kill some Alachi. I'm setting up a bunker. Everyone stay close. And protect my machines.
More Alachi. I don't think the Iconians want me to leave.
Did you actually meet an Iconian? And live to tell about it? Go away, spider.
Their tenacity is almost admirable.
No, it's really not. It's annoying. Stop praising your enemies. Go away, spider. And Ray, watch where you're shooting that thing.
Looks like you could use a hand.
Hey, Jirok made it. Join the party. I've got drinks over here. Join us in the bunker.
And now we have their leader's attention.
I'm not too worried about their leader. Take out his support. Her support, its support. I'm deploying a turret. Maybe this will help keep him occupied. Okay. I think all their support is gone. And now so is their leader. That was easy. Jirok? Sela? Please stop pointing guns at each other.
Sela! I should kill you where you stand. It would be justice for all the lives you've destroyed.
And if you do, you'll never learn about the Iconians. I've been here for months. I've seen enough to know you need my help.
Fine, you interrogate her. I might get a little carried away. but she returns with me to the Lisette when you're finished here. If the Federation or the KDF want to talk to her after that, they can go through official channels. She's no empress. She's a criminal, and she'll be treated as such.
Alright, calm down. You can have her afterwards as long as you keep her alive. We might actually need her.
You and this Sela person seem to have some history. I'll leave you to speak to her.
Fair enough. Alright, Sela. You have been here a long time. Start spilling the beans.
Somehow I knew you'd be the one to find me. Tiaru is short-sighted. She'd kill me and lose all the secrets I know. Secrets I'm willing to share. If you keep her on her leash. You've stumbled into something much greater than you're prepared to handle. I'm the best ally you have.
Then you better start acting like one.
I assume you already know where you are. Both the Alachi and the Solanae serve the Iconians. The Alachi are their warriors, and the Solanae are their scientists. They're the ones who created those creatures implanted into the Vaadwaur.
We call them neural parasites.
Hakiv joined the Iconians out of faith. He thought the Iconians would create an empire he could rule. That did not go as planned. This time the Iconians wanted to control their puppets. When the Vaadwaur asked for strength to defeat their enemies, the Iconians gave them the parasites. The Vaadwaur had strength, but also strings. Strings that have now been cut. I'm sure you had something to do with that.
We might have been present.
All three of you working together? The world has changed in my absence. Or were the Vaadwaur that much of a threat to the Alpha Quadrant?
Well, kinda, but we're not in the Alpha Quadrant.
That explains some things. I'd love an escort back to the world at large, but I have a feeling you have some questions first.
I do have some questions.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
Okay, so what do you know about the Iconians?
How important is that, really? I worked with the Iconians because, at the time, I thought it was the best thing for my people. After we lost the homeworld, we were scattered, starving. A shadow of what we once were. What were we supposed to do, beg the Federation? Or the Klingons for scraps? Pathetic. The so-called Romulan Republic has made their way, but they did it at the cost of Romulan dignity.
It's not as bad as you think it is.
We are not refugees. We are Romulan. We needed a strong leader to bind us together again, and I knew I could be that leader. The Iconians were a means to an end. They gave us strength at a time when we were at our weakest. Had I known what Hakiv, what he and the Iconians did to our world, perhaps I would not have made the same decision.
Okay, well, we're doing much better now. And you were kidnapped, so yeah. Bad choices.
Dwelling on the past is meaningless. I am here, and so are you. Today, our goals are aligned. We both want to stop the Iconian advance. You need me.
Well, you might be right about that at least.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
So, do you have any idea about their biology, about their technology? Do they have anything that we can use?
Hubris. The Iconians think they are the rulers of the galaxy. They thought so 200,000 years ago, when they were driven off their homeworld by the fire of 1,000 races allied against them. They think so now, when they look at us and see us as children stumbling in the dark. They do not see our strength, our willingness to fight. Use their hubris against them, and the Iconians will fall.
Alright. That is something we can exploit.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
I mean, I feel like I know the answer to this already, but what do you know of their plans?
I honestly don't know. Why would they share their plans with a prisoner? That may make me less valuable in your eyes, but don't be fooled. I know more about the Iconians' operations than they realize.
That may be fair. I suspect they just want domination, which, I mean, is understandable, but okay.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
Whatever happened to the rest of your crew?
Ah, the crew. The Alachi took them one by one and turned them into those things. Revolting. If I had known that was what they were doing with the captives from the colonies, I would have...
You would have what?
Yes, you were asking about the crew. A handful of us were still alive when the station went on alert. We took a chance and made our escape. They died, nobly, as Romulans protecting their Empress. I will remember their sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm sure that you will. I think we've got enough of this. We don't need any more here. Let's just take you back to the ship.
Will I be taken into your custody? Or will I be left to Tiaru's tender mercies?
Oh, it's gonna be Tiaru's tender mercies. She asked first. Don't worry, she'll keep you alive.
Very well. It's not like I have a choice in the matter, do I?
No, you do not. Lisette, one to beam up.
I can hardly believe it. The Empress, here. She says she doesn't know the full extent of Hakiv and the Alachi were doing, but I don't know if we can believe her. At least she's safe in the Lisette's brig. I'm sure you will be a lot to negotiate before Sela stands trial and answers for her crimes. Until then, we should report our findings to Admiral Tuvok and Alliance Command.
I absolutely agree with that. Let's get out of here.
We have Empress Sela in our brig. When she was taken by the Iconians last year, many of my people thought she would get away with her heinous crimes against the galaxy. With her in my brig, I am happy to know that is no longer a possibility. Of course, I understand that the Romulan Republic's claim on her is not unique. Her crimes are against all of the Alpha Quadrant. To that end, I will ensure that she be made available to all the Alliance leaders for interrogation and debriefing.
How generous of you.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I'd call a walk in the park. At least we know exactly how the Iconians were controlling the Vaadwaur. And you've certainly put a crimp in their plans. On the upside, as a photonic life form, I'm immune to any attempts at subversion by neural parasites. I'll see to the care of the captives we rescued. In the meantime, it sounds like you and the Romulan Republic Command have a lot to talk about. Sela certainly has a story to tell. But should we believe all of it? I'll put a bug in Admiral Janeway's ear about the situation. That was a joke, by the way. You're going to be busy. Don't overdo... Oh, who am I kidding? Command officers never take their doctor's advice. Just remember that you're not in this alone. Good luck. I suspect things are starting to get interesting.
Okay, well, no offense, Doctor, but I have my own doctors. I don't need your advice. The fleet has sent intelligence ships to comb the outpost for more information about the Iconian involvement, and we're cleared to leave. Basically, we're dismissed. Sounds good to me. Let's get out of subspace and back into normal space. Okay, so we have an incoming transmission, text only. Sela and the Iconians. That I did not expect. It's a lot to take in, and while I'm sure the former Empress has some interesting stories to tell, spilling her guts won't save her from justice. Thousands of people lost their lives to her games. She's not wriggling her way out of a public trial and suitable punishment. Fair enough. Okay. But I mean, that's great. We just struck a major blow against them. And we've been recovered of an important prisoner.
You and I were both asked by name to help.
Okay, Harry. I'm in the middle of something. Put him on hold. Okay? Keep him there on hold. Until I say otherwise. God, everyone wants my time. It's not their time, it's my time, okay? And I say that my time deserves a break. We just took out an entire Alachi space station. I say that deserves a little R&R. Right? I thought so too. So, after doing that, I have no idea what they want. I guess Kim wants us to come back to Kabali Prime for some reason. I don't know. But once we take our break, we'll come back. We'll go back to Kabali Prime. We'll see exactly what he wants, and we'll move on from there. So, if you want to be here for that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for every video when they come out. If you know somebody else who enjoys Star Trek Online, then go ahead and share this video with them, especially if they want to be part of the crew. We do still have one open slot. We could use another tactical officer. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. At any rate, if you want to join the crew, let me know down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you next time for Star Trek Online. And until then, take care.